Shh. It's that time, y'all. Time for Big Boys Boxing.
If you think I'm a pussy, I'm a punk, you tell me right now. Because listen, I am the baddest man. Fuck me.
So that'll give a bit of energy.
Yeah.
It's good night. It is all over in the 11th round.
Subscribe to BBBoxing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good luck, brother.
Kia ora team, and welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. I'm Jono, your host, and today we've got a preview and prediction of a juicy fight going down in Las Vegas between Richard Torrez and Guido Vianello. So let's get into this. So Richard Torrez Jr. is 12-0. He has 11 KOs. He is a southpaw. He's 25 years old. He has a 76-inch reach. And yeah, he's had a reasonable amateur career. And Top Rank have been building him as a pro from the ground up. Now, in my opinion, there has been a few stoppages that have been soft throughout his career. Referees tend to jump in and stop the fight when the skill level is that much different. And in my opinion, he's been fighting guys that are too low a level. Yeah, there's building a fighter, but he's not learning nothing out of these fights. Going through his resume, you might recognize a few names. I mean, his last fight, Isaac Muñoz, that guy, he can fight a bit. He's surprised a few people. He's not too bad, but his fight before that was Joey Dewako. I believe that's the only guy he hasn't knocked out. And Joey got disqualified in the 5th round of 8. Before that was unbeaten Brandon Moore. Now, this guy was unbeaten, but he was unproven as well. He'd fought absolute cans. So you can't put too much credit in any of the wins that I'm looking at on Richard Torrez's resume. You know, he's fast. He's young. He goes to town when he gets on the inside. I don't see him as that good a technical boxer. He's okay. He uses the attributes he has to get the job done. Now, when he steps in the ring against a big heavyweight who's got skills, then we can make a proper determination of how good Richard Torrez is as a pro. And I believe this fight against Guido Vianello is going to give us just that. So looking at Guido Vianello now, he is 13-2 with 1 draw. He has 11 knockouts. He's been stopped once, and he's got 1 draw. So he's 6'6". He's orthodox. He's 30 years old, and he has a 79-inch reach. I'm not sure if that's accurate. Should be looking at Tapology for that, but never mind. He has had a good last few fights. He obviously, his last fight, he beat up and stopped Arslanbek Makhmudov in 10 rounds. Before that, he had a split decision loss against F.A. Ajagba. That's pretty good for Guido. Earlier in his career, I didn't know how much heart he had or anything like that, but turns out he's got a really big heart. And he's actually improving with his boxing as well. Prior to that, he fought Moses Johnson, a nobody. Before that, he fought Curtis Harper, journeyman, tough, durable, most of the time. Before that, he had his loss to Jonathan Rice. This was his only stoppage loss, and that was on cuts. He got caught with a big right hand that put a big split over the top of his eye, and the fight got stopped. So it was caused by a punch. Before that was Jay McFarlane, nothing much. Before that was Rafael Rios. And where do we get down to? Before that was Marlon Williams. And then he had his draw with Kingsley Ibe. This was when Kingsley Ibe only had one loss. He was 5-1. He was just coming on the scene. But once again, Guido got a big cut and he struggled through the second half of the fight. Couldn't see very well, but still managed to get a draw out of it. He was quite lucky to be able to do that. But these last couple of fights, I mean, there's quite a few names on here that are recognizable. Comparing it to Torrez's resume, Guido is levels above, in my opinion. Even that split decision loss against F.A. Ajagba really rammed home that Guido is tough. He can box. He may not be the heaviest puncher, but he's got a decent jab. He can move, and he's got a hell of a big heart. So we'll see what happens with Guido Vianello in this fight against Richard Torrez. Now, my thoughts on how the fight is going to go. Actually, before I give my prediction, look at this. So the bookies have Richard Torrez Jr. as a pretty wide favourite. I thought the odds might even be a little bit closer for some reason. They've gone wide as. So $1.45 for Richard Torrez to win means you put $1 on, you get $1.45 back if he wins. Same for Guido Vianello, $2.70. You put $1 on, you get $2.70 back. So $1.70 profit on each dollar. I think the bookies have got this wrong. I'm telling you now, I think Guido Vianello is going to win this fight. I think he's going to win it on points. Yes, Richard Torrez is fast. He is aggressive. He's like a machine gun when he gets inside. He'll try and slip a jab or a right hand, get in, do his work, and crowd the bigger, taller man. But Guido is pretty smart. I think if Torrez does manage to get inside, why wouldn't Guido just clinch him and lay on him, push him down? He's got 4 inches height on him. He says he's only got 3 inches reach, but I think that reach is a little bit incorrect at 79 inches for Guido. I think it's more like 80 or 81. But Guido, he's got an okay jab. He will be trying to keep Richard Torrez at the end of that jab all night. Now, Richard Torrez does have pretty fast feet, and he is a southpaw. So he's going to be trying to slip a punch and throw a big left hand to land before he can dig in with a combination, knowing he's safe after landing a big shot to not get countered. But Guido knows this. He's not a dummy. He's 6'6". He's got a jab. He's got feet of his own, so he can set Torrez up, wait for an action, and hit him with a reaction. Stop him getting in. If he does, tie him up. So, what's going to be the remedy? Is it going to be Torrez hoping that Guido's going to eventually tire from doing this? I don't know. Guido's in pretty good shape. I've seen him in the Parker camps over in Andy Lee's gym. He's been working in there and looking good at the same time. So Guido deserves this fight, and I think it's a mistake from Top Rank to jump so many levels up to Guido Vianello. There's nothing in between. I could be wrong, of course, but I think Guido's got a hell of a chin. He's way bigger. He's way longer. He seems to have a gas tank. He's got a hell of a heart. And I think he's going to win this fight on points. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss any future content. And I shall catch you next time. I am Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. See you!